Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of feeling low and you just can't pinpoint why? What if I told you there are some sneaky things in your everyday life that might be wrecking your mental health? Today, we're diving into 10 surprising things that can seriously mess with your mind and how you can beat them. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a cup of tea, and let's jump right in. 1. Dwelling on past mistakes. Let's kick things off with something we all do, dwelling on past mistakes. We've all been there, right? You keep replaying that one embarrassing moment or that big mistake over and over in your head. It's like your brain is stuck on repeat, and it's exhausting. When you keep focusing on past mistakes, it's like carrying around a heavy backpack full of regrets. It weighs you down, keeps you stuck, and stops you from moving forward. Plus, it can make you feel pretty miserable. So how do you ditch that heavy backpack? First, acknowledge the mistake. Yes, you messed up, but guess what? Everyone does. Next, think about what you learned from it. What can you do differently next time? And finally, let it go. Focus on the present and set new goals. Remember, you're not defined by your mistakes, but by how you bounce back from them. Imagine you missed a deadline at work, and it's been haunting you for weeks. Instead of beating yourself up, try this. Acknowledge that you missed the deadline, figure out why it happened, and put measures in place to avoid it next time. Then let it go and move on. 2. Poor sleep. Okay, who here is guilty of scrolling through their phone late at night? Yeah, me too. Poor sleep can mess with your head big time. When you don't get enough sleep, it's like trying to run a marathon with a dead phone battery. You're cranky, tired, and everything feels 10 times harder. Lack of sleep can seriously mess with your mood and your mental health. So how do we fix this? Start by setting a regular sleep schedule. Yes, even on weekends. Create a cozy sleep environment. Cool, dark, and quiet. And here's the tough one. Put away the screens at least an hour before bed. Trust me, your brain will thank you. If you're struggling to fall asleep, try a relaxing bedtime routine like reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing some light stretching. These activities can signal to your body that it's time to wind down. 3. Negative self-talk. Ever catch yourself thinking, I'm just not good enough? Yeah, that's negative self-talk. And it's like having a bully living in your head. Negative self-talk can tear down your self-esteem and make you feel pretty low. It's that nagging voice that tells you you're not capable, and it can seriously impact your mental health. So, how do we kick that bully to the curb? Start by catching those negative thoughts when they pop up. Ask yourself, is this really true? Often it's not. Replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Tell yourself things like, I am capable and I am worthy. And don't be afraid to talk to a friend or therapist if you need help shifting your mindset. Next time you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, try flipping the script. Remind yourself of a time when you faced a similar or a bigger challenge and succeeded. Say, I can handle this. I've done it before and I can do it again. 4. Poor nutrition. You know the saying, you are what you eat? Well, it's true for your brain too. Junk food might be convenient, but it can really mess with your mental health. Eating lots of processed foods and sugar can lead to mood swings and low energy. Your brain needs the right fuel to function properly, and poor nutrition can leave you feeling sluggish and down. So what's the game plan? Aim for a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, veggies, whole grains, and lean proteins. And don't forget to drink water. Staying hydrated is key. Also, try to cut back on the junk food and sugary snacks. Your brain will thank you. Start your day with a nutritious breakfast like oatmeal, topped with fresh berries and nuts. This provides your brain with the fuel it needs to function optimally. 5. Overuse of social media. Social media is great for staying connected, but too much of it can be a real downer. Spending hours on social media can lead to feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. It's hard not to compare yourself to the highlight reels of others' lives, and that can erode your self-esteem. The trick is to set limits. Allocate specific times for checking social media and stick to them. Follow accounts that inspire and uplift you, and don't be afraid to unfollow those that bring you down. And sometimes, it's good to take a complete break from social media to recharge. If you find yourself endlessly scrolling before bed, set a timer for 15 minutes. Once the timer goes off, put your phone away and do something offline, like reading a book or journaling. 6. Lack of physical activity. Ever notice how you feel a little happier after a good workout? That's no coincidence. Sitting around all day can lead to fatigue and low mood. Physical activity is essential for keeping both your body and mind in top shape. Find an activity you enjoy, whether it's walking, dancing, or playing a sport. Start with small goals, like a 10-minute walk each day, and gradually increase the duration. The key is to make it a regular part of your routine. If you're new to exercise, start by taking a short walk during your lunch break. Gradually increase the duration and intensity as you become more comfortable. 7. Social isolation. Feeling alone in a crowded room? That's social isolation, and it can really harm your mental health. Humans are social creatures. When you feel isolated, it can lead to loneliness, anxiety, and depression. It's important to stay connected to others. Make an effort to reach out to friends and family, even if it's just a quick call or text. Join clubs or groups that interest you, and try to participate in community events. Volunteering can also provide a sense of purpose and connection. If you feel isolated, try joining a local club or online group that shares your interests. It's a great way to meet new people and build a sense of community. 8. Chronic stress. A little stress can keep you on your toes, but chronic stress? That's a whole different ballgame. Chronic stress keeps your body in a constant state of fight or flight, which is exhausting and can lead to anxiety and depression. Practice relaxation techniques like mindfulness, meditation, or yoga. Prioritize your tasks and break them into manageable steps. And if stress becomes overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek help from a therapist or counselor. If you're feeling stressed, try taking a few minutes each day to practice deep breathing exercises. This simple technique can help reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. 9. Toxic relationships. Being around toxic people can drain your energy and harm your mental health. Toxic relationships cause stress, anxiety, and depression. They can also erode your self-esteem and make you doubt your worth. Set clear boundaries and communicate your needs. If possible, reduce contact with toxic individuals, and don't hesitate to seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. If you're dealing with a toxic relationship, practice setting boundaries by saying no to unreasonable demands. Don't set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your well-being. 10. Heaven's reward fallacy. Ever feel like you're working hard and sacrificing so much but not getting the reward you deserve? That's the heaven's reward fallacy. The heaven's reward fallacy is like believing that the universe has a point system where every good deed and every moment of hard work automatically earns you a reward. Imagine thinking that if you work really hard, help others, and sacrifice your own needs, you'll eventually get a big shiny prize, just like in a video game. But in real life, there's no cosmic vending machine guaranteeing you'll get a reward for being virtuous. People often fall into this trap, thinking, if I just keep doing the right thing, something great will happen to me. It's a comforting idea, but it can lead to a lot of frustration and disappointment. For example, someone might stay in a difficult job, hoping that their dedication will be recognized with a big promotion, only to be overlooked time and again. The key takeaway is that while it's great to be hardworking and kind, it's important to do these things because they are intrinsically valuable, not because you expect a guaranteed reward. Life doesn't always hand out prizes just because you did something good, and understanding this can help you manage your expectations and avoid unnecessary disappointment. This mindset can lead to frustration and resentment when your efforts aren't recognized. It can also cause burnout and stress. Set realistic expectations and understand that not all good deeds are rewarded. Focus on taking care of yourself and finding a balance between helping others and looking after your own needs. If you often find yourself feeling unappreciated, take a step back and assess your expectations. Focus on what you can control and remember that self-care is not selfish. And there you have it, 10 things that can seriously mess with your mental health and how to tackle them. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living your best life. Until next time, be undefeatable.